Welcome everybody. Happy Friday. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Let us know what you're grateful for today on this beautiful Friday. Welcome Barbara Sweeney. Good to see you. Welcome Kathy Holbrook. Good to see you. Welcome Denise, Doug, Fatima, Freddie. Let us know where you're tuning in from. What are you grateful for today? I'm grateful that I'm home today. I'm in Miami. I've been on the road, traveling to all kinds of events, trade shows, real estate offices. It's nice to just be home, be in my house. I'm grateful to be here, present with all of you. I love it. Kelly says, grateful for my twin grandbabies, 23 weeks old. Can you imagine? That's so beautiful. I want a baby again.
Yes, definitely. You're probably on your way to having a baby again. So we are grateful for that in advance. And for those folks who are joining us from California and the Pacific, thank you so much for your commitment. Despite the time difference, like you all, I also start my day very early, so I know what it's like. But again, today we're starting with gratitude. Of course, you're going to see an incredible masterclass. It's going to knock your socks off. But let's start with the context of gratitude, because on the other side of gratitude is opportunity and abundance and joy.
Yes. Grateful for the ability to multitask. Grateful for being here today. Grateful to be home. Yes, I'm with you on that one. Grateful I'm able to listen to you. Amazing. Thank you, Rana. Grateful I don't have a runner's injury and can start training. Amazing, Nicole. Let's go, everybody. So we'll give people a couple more minutes to join. We got over 100 people on the call today. We know we had over 300 people register for this.
Yes, sir.
Grateful for the help, all the help that RG has helped me with over the years. Yes, Fred. Fred has been with us a long time. Thank you, Fred. We're grateful for you too. You inspire us to keep going. We are not stopping. We can't stop. We won't stop. So amazing, everybody. And
I'm grateful for our clients. I'm grateful for our clients because they always surprise us with new problems to solve, with a new perspective we didn't think about, with another issue that we didn't even prepare for. And then when we take it and we say, thank you so much, we go to work, they only make our company more effective. And we are nationwide, a very well-reputed company, thanks to you all. So definitely grateful. Don't stop. Keep it coming. I know there's so much more.
All right. Well, special treat today, everybody. You see there's 3 of us on the call. Isha's here. You've seen Isha before. How many of you are first timers on our call? And how many of you are raving fans? Put raving fan or first timer on the chat so we know how many of you are new to us, how many of you know us really well. Nicole says raving fan. Sabine says raving fan. Lots of raving fans. Let's go. First time, says Kelly. Rosemary Princey in the house. She's like a 20-year raving fan. I love it. Back in the Long Island days. Couple first timers. Well, my name is Alex Montalenti. I'm the CEO of Real Great or Die. We do these complimentary trainings every Friday for all of you. You're going to get a ton of value today. You're going to learn about listing presentations. You're going to learn about Canva. You're going to learn about presenting yourself. We have to look good. That's why I put on this blazer today. I said, if I want to impress you all with how to create listing presentations, marketing presentations, I better show up looking pretty spiffy. So I don't know what you think about this blazer. I think it's pretty cool. Looking sharp. I like it. Thank you so much. And we have Mario on the call, Director of Marketing. Hello. Mario is like the culture king. He's the Director of Marketing. We have Isha on the call. What's amazing about Isha, Isha's going to make she's not going to like me after this, but I got to share. So Isha, I know her since she was a baby, since she was a little kid. Okay. I'm friends with her dad. Our families knew each other. Then Isha became babysitter for my kids, became a tutor for my kids, helping them with math. I'm like doing well in school. Then she's like, I want an internship. She got an internship. Then she became part of our nonprofit organization activities, like helping people get cured from diabetes and leukemia. And then she's like, I want to work at the company. And not only she's working at the company, but now she's like a leader in the company. So let's give a round of applause to Isha, because she's somebody to me that's responsible. She's artistic. She's creative. She's here to inspire you all. And Isha, I want to ask you, what inspires you about working on Canva presentations, listing presentations, all the decks, all the graphic design that you do for realtors and for me, for my marketing?
For me, it's really to show up powerfully online, show up like Zippy said, a rock star, and really just have nice digital branding and presenting yourself well.
Listen, everybody.
Thank you, everyone in the chat. Appreciate all of you.
We're blessed to have Isha on the call. She's here to help. She puts together all my listing presentations, the presentation you're going to see today was created by her. The listing presentation she puts together for our Real Grader influencers are done by her. She's a rock star. So we're going to get into this today. I want to know what...
Again, Alex.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, I just want to acknowledge we keep on getting people in the last 30 seconds. We had like 10 new people that just joined. So those of you who just joined, we started by giving gratitude. What are you grateful for? Where are you joining us from? That was the background. That is the foundation of this conversation. Those of you who are just joining us, will there be a replay? Yes, you're going to find it in our YouTube channel. And is this about listing presentations and how to really make a huge difference? It's going to like completely reshape your presence? Yes. So if you're ready for magic, put in the comments magic, because let me tell you, this is going to be nothing short of magical for you all today. You can count on that.
Right, let me share my screen here. Boom, 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 and boom. All right, everybody, let's get into it. It's so important to have a powerful presentation. Many of us, we are presenting ourselves every day. We're only as good as our last deal. We meet new people every day. We present ourselves every day. I'm curious, how many of you on this call have a listing presentation, like a powerful listing presentation? Put LP in the chat if you have a listing presentation or a marketing presentation. If you don't, put no LP in the chat. So let's see, LP or no LP, MP or no MP. So we got a couple people LP, we got some no LPs, we got some LPs, some no LPs. So why is it important to have a listing presentation or a marketing presentation? Why is it important? Because you have a lot to share. You have a lot of experience as a realtor. You have gotten a lot of reviews. You have a lot of properties that you've sold. You want to present your experience to the people that you meet, right? Very important. I don't let my sales team go out there and get on stage without a presentation. And I want to make sure that presentation is top notch. So I want you all to have top notch listing presentations, marketing presentations. So today we're going to talk about what goes into a marketing presentation, what goes into a listing presentation, and I'm going to show you how a lot of this information is already online for you. You just probably haven't put it all together in a way that would make it a powerful presentation. So we're going to show you all the pieces that go into that. Okay. Now it's super important that all of you start thinking about how do you market yourselves powerfully. And I'm going to show you a video that I use. And why I'm showing you this video, some of you might have already seen this, is because you watch this short video and you should get the sense that I am a speaker, that I am a digital marketing magician, that I've worked with a lot of brands. So I'm building my credibility. How cool would it be if each of you had a little video that somebody could watch before you show up for a listing presentation that showed off your experience, your authority, your credibility? And what if you could text them a link and say, here, do a little research on me, and you send them the beautiful listing presentation, right? So watch this video and start thinking about for yourself, what could your video look like? What could your marketing presentation look like? So watch this video and tell me what you think.
CEO of a Inc. 5000 company, international speaker, tech founder, pitch battle winner, webinar sales expert, digital marketing magician.
Hey, my name is Alex Montalenti, CEO of Real Grader and creators of the Instacard, the digital business card, now in use by over 1 million real estate professionals. I've spoken all over the world for various brands like Remax, Coldwell Banker, C21, ERA, EXP, Berkshire Hathaway, you name it, as well as for the National Association of Realtors and at Inman. The real estate industry changed my life. My mom has been in real estate. My entire family has been in real estate. I've been in the industry for over 25 years. And what happened is my mom came from Romania in 1968. She escaped during communism, came to America with nothing. She left her house behind. She left her factory behind. Our family were entrepreneurs. Everything they left behind to come to New York City and start a new life. And my mom was lucky enough to meet somebody in real estate, and she became a licensed real estate agent. Now, my mom was terrific with people, but terrible with technology. And I came home during college, and she was struggling with the internet, with digital marketing. She couldn't even get a listing into the computer. So that summer, I helped my mom. I got my license, and I started doing digital marketing. And she closed the biggest deal of her life. It was an 80 commission check. Imagine, single mom, 2 kids, $80,000 commission check comes in. That was a game changer for our family. And I got to see the importance of helping realtors with digital marketing, social media, technology. So many agents are overwhelmed by all the tech that's out there. They want to be in the relationship business. They don't want to be techies. They don't want to be Facebook gurus. They don't want to be on Instagram or TikTok. They just want to do real estate. So I created this company called realgrader.ai, and we just hit the Inc. 5000, number 800 fastest growing company. In my sessions, you're going to learn about the power of Google and your online presence. Let's face it, have you Googled yourself lately? Consumers are checking you out online. We're going to teach you how to get your Google business page ranked on the top of Google. We're going to teach you how to get more Google reviews so you build that trust and that likability with your clients. We're going to teach you how to leverage social media, video marketing, AI, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, all the different channels, and how to leverage that with your entire Google presence. At the end of the day, this business is all about referrals. People are going to look you up online. This industry helped my mom in the hardest time of her life, and what I want to do is speak on as many stages as possible, help relieve stress for real estate professionals, and help them take it to the next level. They deserve the best. They deserve to reach as many people as possible with one of the most stressful transactions of people's lives, which is buying or selling a home. So let's reduce the stress, let's reduce the overwhelm, and let me help the real estate industry with this technology problem.
Awesome. So let us know what grabs you about the video in the chat. The idea here is build credibility, build that story. You all have a story to share. You all have that experience. So let me know in the chat what grabbed you about it. What did you take away from having a video like this? Could you have a video like this for yourselves? So I heard the passion, lots of energy, helps with everything digital media, success. It's exciting, builds credibility, the story that speaks to the heart. I feel like I know you. That's perfect, Vanessa. Yes, that is exactly what we're talking about. People need to know you. They need to like and trust you. You need to build that credibility with them right off the bat. And they don't know you sometimes from anybody else because they just found you online, or they got referred to you by somebody else, or somebody referred them to you. So first thing I want to do is share that. And then I want to share some value for you. If you have not been to our YouTube channel, we have videos like today's training. We have the replays always on our YouTube channel. Lots of digital marketing videos for you to learn how to grow your business. We have digital guidebooks on how to grow your business. We're building some new ones for everybody. So we want to make it real easy. If you want these videos and you want these trainings, super simple. You text the word training, especially if you're new, text the word training so that you get on the list for these Friday calls. And then we're going to get into the content. So I'll give you a moment here. 1600-4161. Text the word training. We'll send you the guidebooks. We'll send you the link to all the videos, all the replays. So in your spare time, you can get a lot of value. And you always want to lead with value. As you work with your clients, part of today's presentation is me showing you how to do a presentation, right? Like I am providing value to you. I'm showing you that I'm building credibility because that's what you will need to be doing with your customers as well. Building that credibility, providing value to them, and then you can get into the marketing presentation and the listing presentation. Make sense? Are we following so far? And once you've got the links, let us know in the chat, say, I got the links. But once you text the word training, what's going to happen is it's going to say, add yourself to community. And I see a lot of people texted in the word training. Lori texted in, Maura texted in, Penny, Bill, Sam, Janka, like 20, 30 people texted in already. And then you'll get the links to the list.
Yes, I want to just add very importantly, for those of you who saw the video, the majority of you said that there was energy in it, there was excitement, there was passion, and that you felt like you know Alex. And the funny thing about it is, if you ever come down to Miami, you want to take him out to a nice steak dinner, I'm sure he will not say no. All right, so there it is. I just put it out there. But what you saw in that video is a very clear description of what his life is like. He enjoys going out. He enjoys the beach. He's very much oriented towards his family, towards people that are closest to him. And that's the kind of magic that we're talking about, that you can leave in people's hands. This is the kind of impression you can make in them that they don't even know how to describe it. And they're like, you know what? I want to talk to you. I like you. Yeah, definitely. I like what you're saying. Versus saying, yeah, okay, let me think about it. Oh yeah, we'll talk some more. I'll let you know, which is a nice way of saying I'm not convinced yet. So this is important. We're talking about leaving that level of impression that is very difficult to forget, very difficult to dismiss.
Bingo. Yeah, I mean, you got to realize people, you know this all, but you're walking into people's houses, right? So we got to build that trust, that credibility, that likability right away. I love Rodney's jokes. He's like, I thought Alex was a vegan. Actually, Rodney, I just did the carnivore diet for 20 days. That was interesting. But here's the deal. What is a Canva listing presentation? That's what we're going to talk about today. We all know about Canva. If you know about Canva, say I know about Canva in the chat. But we're talking about creating a professionally branded, editable presentation built in Canva, designed to help you win more listings and impress your sellers with confidence. So this is going to be really valuable. We're going to show you how to build this, because I learned from this guy. He started Priceline.com. He said digital marketing is linear, meaning you can grow on a linear level. Digital branding is exponential. So notice how my video was kind of like branding. It gave you an exponential effect. It wasn't linear, like you weren't like just reading through pages of a slide deck or through a book. You experienced something, and that's exponential. So if we do this right, your listing presentation should be an exponential effect on them working with you. It should be like, wow, this agent is really next level, not your typical agent. Now, I look at a lot of listing presentations, and I'm got to say I'm not so impressed, right? And I mean, I started there too, where my presentations are not that great. And then fortunately for me, I hired Isha, and now Isha makes my presentations look like gold. So what goes into a presentation? Well, maybe it's a sales kit. Maybe it's your logos and designations. Maybe it's part of your sales website. Maybe it's your social media. Maybe it's your reputation. Maybe it's your testimonials. Maybe it's a video reel. But these are some of the pieces that would go inside of a digital branding kit, or a listing presentation, or a marketing presentation. Many of you, I think, refer to your listing presentations as listing presentations. And I would invite you to consider that it's more of a digital branding presentation. It's more of a marketing presentation. It's more expansive. It has an exponential effect on people working with you. So what can we put inside of a listing presentation? I think a lot of you don't realize that you have a lot of the ingredients. How do we know? Because we've done these for, I don't know, how many agents have we done it for, Isha? Listing presentations? Maybe like 40?
I would say at least 50.
50. So we've gone through and gathered information about different agents to put together listing presentations. So we had to go on a scavenger hunt to find what could we put in the listing presentation. Okay, the headshot, the bio, that's obvious, right? Maybe their digital card and their QR code on every page of the presentation, their domain name to their website, maybe their email signature, their Zoom background to show that they're like tech savvy, maybe their online presence, their online profiles like their Facebook, their LinkedIn, their realtor.com, their Zillow, maybe their Google reviews, their social media marketing, how they're marketing listings, how they're marketing themselves, maybe their marketing funnel, and the whole thing comes together into this listing presentation. If you're following, let me know, say, hey, I'm following. If this is Greek to you, say a little bit of Greek or slow down, Alex. Just want to see how we're doing over here. Amazing, following. Awesome. So when we look at Anna Benavides, which we like to use as an example, she's got all of these pieces. She's got a digital card. She's got social media, she's got LinkedIn, she's got Instagram, she's got Google, she's got Realtor, she's got Zillow. She has 180 reviews. So we have stuff to work with, and we can put this all together in a beautiful listing presentation. And we're going to show you hers as an example. Now, once you have a listing presentation, your goal is obviously to present yourself to as many people as possible. So you might put your listing presentation right into your digital business card. You might put your listing presentation into your website. You may build your website from your listing presentation. So through Canva, you can actually share a public link to your listing presentation, or a public link that is a website for your online presence. Okay. Now I'm going to break it down exactly, and you may want to take a screenshot here. This is exactly what goes into a listing presentation that we make. We do an intro slide. We do an about me slide. We do a video slide if you have a video. Then we do a slide that's all about your designations, your specializations, how much education you have, how much experience you have. Then we do a slide on your service areas saying, hey, this is where I do business. A track record slide. This is how much I've sold. Zillow slide, a realtor.com slide, a homes.com slide to show how you look on those profiles and that you're going to market the property on those profiles. Let me pause here. How many of you have a presentation that has those elements already? Does anybody have a presentation that either we made or that you made that has these elements? Because these are the elements that a customer would want to see. They'd want to know, Hey, are you going to put my property on homes.com? Are you going to put my property on Realtor and Zillow? Do you have any designate? What makes you so special, right? So track record is key. So I see a lot of no's, I see a lot of partials, and I see a lot of that when I go to real estate offices is that people aren't prepared with a presentation, right? So what else? Digital marketing expert. You want to put yourself out there as a digital marketing expert. You want a digital presence slide. You want a social media exposure slide saying, hey, I do social media, right? A Google exposure slide. I'm on Google. I have all these reviews, a reputation slide. In fact, you might have 5 reputation slides to share stories of people that you've helped. If you all see me out in the world at trade shows, I'm continually getting video testimonials from clients that are happy so that I have a huge arsenal of happy customer testimonial stories. When you're working with clients, you really need to work on these storylines because the storylines make a big difference, right? And of course, your digital card and then a closing slide, okay? Now, those are the pieces, and I'm going to show you an example of that. Would it be useful for me to show you an example of what a listing presentation looks like that we've built for Anna or for some of our other clients? Let me know in the chat. Awesome. And just before I get there, I want to lay the foundation of what it looks like to potentially work with a client, okay? Because that's what's going to go into the listing presentation. So number one is we want to establish credibility and connection. Did I establish credibility and connection with you all at the beginning of today's presentation? Yes or no? Did I establish credibility and connection with you all at the beginning of this presentation, right? I briefly shared my background, my story, my expertise, my awards. I highlighted some knowledge that I have. So you're like, oh, this guy knows what he's talking about, right? Then I might create some client connection. In your case, it might be like, oh, you mentioned you're hoping to move by spring. You start building some rapport, right? But I start with empathy. I start with authority. I'm not hard selling anybody. I'm just providing value. So I start like that, right? Now you get into like the market overview. Prove that you know the numbers, right? Days on market, average sales, all of that stuff that we all do as realtors when we do the research about the property. We share about some comparable sales data. Like this is specific to the property that we're going to go market. We share some data. Data is important. Now, did you all know that you can go to Perplexity and plug in a property? Watch this, everybody. This is going to be wild. I'm going to blow your minds, I think. So I go to Perplexity and I say, what are the details on 30, this is where I used to live, 30 Bonnie Heights Road, and gather as much info for me. So you go to AI and you punch in a property address. Most of you are going to your MLS. Most of you are going to your CMA to grab information about a property. What if you went to AI to grab all the information about the property? Look what it's doing right now. It's searching all of these different websites. Anybody doing this right now? Let me know in the chat. Have you ever punched in an address into AI? Yes, yes, yes. Pretty wild, right? It's still going. So it's going to come up with a really comprehensive report about the property. Look at this. Consolidated source back dossier on 30 Bonnie Heights Road. All the facts about the property, all the physical details, the key features, the schooling and zoning notes, the ownership and tax sale history, the listing agent details, right? The comparable and neighborhood context. How wild is this, right? It's pulling all of this data. And then it could say, pull a one-page CMA. Who thinks this would be useful to have this data before you go to a listing presentation and actually provide this as value to the homeowner and say, I ran an AI reputation report on your property. Here you go, Mr. Homeowner. Wanted to provide you some value. Yes, it does need to be fact-checked. I feel you, Barbara. But it is pretty interesting, right? Like this is a lot of information it's pulling in, right? So that could be valuable to share that. Now I'm just showing you that because that's part of it. Now we need to get into, hold on a second, let me go back here. Boom. Who thought that was pretty cool, right? So now we got to get into marketing strategy. This is where the listing presentation comes in. Well, what are you going to do to market the property? Are you going to do MLS exposure? Are you going to do syndication on Zillow, Realtor.com? Are you going to roll out on social media? You have to let these people know that you have a presence online, that you're going to do some marketing for them, right? That you've got, listing videos, that you got virtual tours, you got all kinds of stuff that you're going to do to market the property. That's your marketing strategy. You have to let them know that you have a personal brand and a reputation online, reviews, testimonials, right? a communication plan on what you're going to do for them, a negotiation approach, and your technology edge. Okay. Client video testimonials. All of this stuff becomes important in order to build that rapport and build the credibility for you to win the listing. Make sense? How are we doing? What's your biggest takeaway so far? Let me know in the chat.
Yeah, and Alex, again, I want to again make the point that what we're doing here is kind of like a psychology game. All right, how do you get somebody to be open to you, to be honest, to want to do business with you? Basically, to go the long route with you versus just a one time. Let me think about it, and then you don't know what's going on. And then you have this uphill battle of follow up and follow up. How do you do it? That first impression. That first impression, you want to cover every possible question, objection, doubt, even some bad experiences they may have. Even ourselves, we deal with that. We expect you to show up with some doubts, some suspicious about what we're saying. So we right away provide you, here's the proof, here's the evidence, here's what it looks like, here's what it looks like when it's finished. That's very important. You take that on from the get-go. Don't ask, well, what do you think? What are you, by the time they tell you, they already have some doubts that they may not themselves know about. But in this format, you're actually taking care of it for them. You're doing them a service by thinking about these details.
I completely agree. I think first impressions is what that presentation shows up as. You just show up and you're like, this is me. So I completely agree with that.
How great is it to just walk into a listing presentation and already have at least a format that covers a majority of what you're going to talk about? And then all you got to do is customize it for that property, right? I think that's the mistake we make is it's like, oh, I got a listing presentation. I got to go prepare. Like I remember my mom, she would be like, Alex, I need help. I got to prepare the presentation and the CMA and then my marketing, and I got to look like a solid rock star. And I'm like, why don't we just prepare this all in advance? So then you just show up powerfully from the get-go, right? If we prepare this in advance, we just show up. Like literally, I showed up today because Isha had the presentation already built. Isn't that nice? So what if you show up because your presentation's already built? So let's show you what one of these presentations looks like, right? So let's come out of here. Let me pull up. Here we go with Anna. So here's Anna's presentation, right? So Isha built this for Anna, and check this thing out. And by the way, on Anna's digital card, she has a link to her presentation. So somebody hits this and they go, oh, Anna is an influencer. She's 5 stars. She's at EXP, right? There's some action here. It's not a boring printout with like, hey, presentation by Anna, nice CMA, which is mostly what I see. This is like got some branding and marketing to it. Then there's a bio, and we've got all her designation and certification logos, and she's a NAREP 250, and we got a QR code. So now she looks tech savvy, and she's got a bio, and she's got some branding. So that's the bio page. Now we get here, we got the designations and certifications. Now, most of you are like, well, where would I get this information? We pulled this from realtor.com. So realtor.com knows your designations and your certifications. Anybody on this call have a designation or certification? Put it in the chat. Are you CRS designee? And I do recommend CRS for all of you. Yes, ABR, MRO, GRI, MRP, ARS, ePro, SRES. Now, do you leverage that in your presentation is the question. I would do a whole dedicated slide about this because not every agent shows up to a listing presentation going, I'm AHWD certified. I'm an ABR. I'm a CRS. Like, not every agent has CRS. CRS is the highest designation possible. I recommend all of you, if you're serious about real estate, to get your certified residential specialist certification. That's why you create a whole slide about it, right? Very, very important. Now we talk about your track record, okay? Your track record is how many deals have you done in the past 12 months? Guess where we got this? Zillow. As long as your data is up to date, you might have to update it, right? But you put how many sales have you done? How many total sales have you done? What's the average price range? This is making Anna look legit, right? I love it. Tim says CRB is even one step higher than CRS. There you go. So, and Tim, somebody that's got designations, right? Like you want to have these designations, you want to have a track record so that you're not being questioned. Are you credible? Do you have education? Have you done this before? We got to get rid of all that right in the beginning of the presentation.
Somebody's asking, is that for Canada too?
Designations, I'm guessing, I don't know exactly, but I'm guessing there's some sort of designations in Canada as well. But correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, if not, we also do specializations too. So I've done a mixture of both for that slide for many clients.
Yeah, if you're brand new, you're going to leverage what you can leverage. Okay, Ari. So Ari, you might work at what company do you work with? If you work at EXP, you might want to leverage the track record of EXP. You might want to leverage the designations or certifications of EXP. We always want to leverage. So you're at Christie's. Christie's has amazing track record, right? They've been around for who knows how long. They're a luxury brand. So I would leverage whatever I could leverage to build that credibility right off the start. If Christie's won all kinds of awards, I would put that into the designations and certification slot, right? Then we want to leverage the sold properties. Now, what if you're new again here? You're going to leverage the sold properties that Christie's has or your office has in that area. But here, look at Anna. She sold so much property, so she's going to have a nice map. And where are we pulling this map from, Aisha? Is this Realtor or Zillow?
So for Zillow.
So this is right off of Zillow's profile page. So this is what all of you don't realize. This information is already online for you. We just have to gather it and organize it into this beautiful presentation. Make sense so far? What about your sold properties in the area to let people know, hey, I've sold a lot in Tempe, Arizona, Scottsdale, boom, 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 right? I've represented the seller. Once again, we're pulling this from Zillow. Pretty cool, right? What about your homes.com exposure? Let them know, hey, I'm on homes.com. I market your property on homes.com. Look, I have 142 reviews on homes.com. Pretty solid, right? We're building credibility. Zillow exposure. Hey, I'm going to market your property on Zillow. These are all the things they want to hear, everybody. Your consumers just want to hear. You're going to do all the things. They're looking for the things you're not going to do to say, hey, this other agent said they're going to do all the things. So you need to come in there and say, I'm going to do the Zillow thing. I'm on Zillow. I'm going to do the homes.com thing. I'm on homes.com. I am going to do the realtor.com thing. I'm on Realtor. I do have the Google reviews and I'm going to post you on Google. I'm going to do all the things that you want me to do, right? Realtor.com exposure. And Diana, I love this. Everybody comes up with the things that could stop you, right? So here's what you're going to learn about me. I'm unstoppable. And I'm inviting you all to be unstoppable too, right? So if you haven't sold a property, the first thing I would do is I would leverage an office or a brand, and I would go work for a big company, and I would leverage, hey, that office has sold 1,000 properties in the local market. Great. That means I have sold 1,000 properties in the local market because I'm at that office and I'm affiliated to that office. So come work with our office. I represent our office, and our office has sold 1,000 properties. You know what I'm saying? If you're at Coldwell Banker, hey, I've sold 100,000 properties across the country through Coldwell Banker because I'm at Coldwell Banker. Our company has access to a global network of buyers, international even, right? We put through X amount of properties per year, leverage the brand. You're all coming in sometimes as new, and you go, look at me, I'm new, I don't have anything. You have access to everything that everybody else has. You just haven't done the deals yet, but you've got access to the reputation of these bigger brands, right? My sales team has access to all the agents that we've helped, not just the ones that they sold. Does that make sense? Let me know if you're following. What's your biggest takeaway? And by the way, talk about Realtor.com. If I'm putting the property on Realtor.com, I would say I put the property on Realtor.com and I get exposure to all the hundreds of thousands of buyers that come through Realtor.com every day. It's true, right? If the listing's going on Realtor.com, right? Make sure you show up as a digital marketing expert. If you have a Facebook page, that's a digital marketing expert. Okay, you're not Ryan Serhan or you're not Kim Kardashian, I get it, but you're a digital marketing expert. You actually built a Facebook profile. Don't put yourself down, build yourself up. I've got a YouTube channel. I've got a Realtor.com. I've got a LinkedIn, right? Anna's got all of these profiles built. If you work with our company, you've got all this stuff built, right? So Isha put together this beautiful page where she's like, hey, she's on all of these profiles. She looks like a rock star. I love it. Surendra says, leverage everything. Yes. Leverage everything. Social media exposure, leverage that too. Hey, I'm posting on Facebook. I'm posting on Instagram. I'm posting on LinkedIn. I've got Google exposure. Are we liking this presentation so far? I mean, doesn't it make Anna look like a digital magician? She's not going to be questioned about, do you do digital, Anna? No, I just showed you I do digital everywhere, right? I do Instagram Reels. I do YouTube Shorts. I have a website. I have a digital marketing funnel, right? I have a reputation. I'm a top producer in the area. So maybe you need to show them where you show up on Google. So Anna happens to show up on the top of a Google search. So she puts that in her presentation. Google reviews. This is where you get to pick the best stories that people have shared about working with you. Not all of them. You're going to pick and choose the best, most impactful stories. Like, we cannot thank Anna enough for the incredible job she did selling our home. From start to finish, she was a professional, knowledgeable, and highly responsive. You want to put your best stuff into the presentation. What about your Zillow reviews? You all probably got at least one. So you want to take your best Zillow reviews, your best Google reviews, your best Realtor.com reviews. And if you don't have reviews, here's a hack for you. You can go put reviews into Realtor.com dashboard, as many as you want, and they don't have to be done by the customer. They could have been texted to you. They could have been emailed to you. They could have showed up on Facebook or like somewhere else. You could copy them, paste them into Realtor.com, and build yourself up as having the strongest reputation on Realtor.com. How many people do that?
How many folks do that?
Yeah, a lot of
One
people
thing
don't know
also
about that.
that's one thing also that's very important, Alex, you're bringing up. It's kind of like the obvious that nobody is saying, but here's what it is. This is branding Anna, not her brokerage. This is building her reputation for life. This is building her. In many cases, agents, if you're new, if you're relying on your brokerage for some of the support, the marketing work, they're branding the brokerage, they're branding the entire group, the entire office, the entire location. But the brand really is you. They're doing business with you. They're getting to know you. You are the face of it. So that's very important. Doesn't matter if you've been around for 5 years, 5 days, or 50 years. You are the brand. And this completely establishes that on a whole new level.
I love it. And I love Renee said, I've copied all of mine based on your recommendation. Amalfi said, great to know. I deal with elders, not tech savvy, but they text. So that's a great point. When you can't get that Google review because they don't know how to log in, and you can't get that Zillow review because they don't know how to log in, just have them text you the review. You can even lay it up for them and say, hey, are these words sounding like what you would tell me about me? And then you can copy and go into the Realtor.com dashboard and paste it in. And now you've built your reputation on Realtor.com. And Denise, you don't have to pay Realtor.com to have a profile. So you can go in and add the reputations on the free profile, if that's your question. So that's what a listing presentation looks like, right? And at the end, you can ask for the business. So let me show you just one more here. Let's look at one more. Let's take Tyler O'Neill. So look at Tyler. He's going a little more bold. So Tyler's got this opening slide. Then he's got his bio. Then he's got, hey, I'm president of the Tahoe series of board of realtors. I'm a real estate broker in California, Nevada. Here's his specializations, right? Here's his track record, his homes.com exposure, his Zillow exposure, his realtor. Yeah, Sherry, you can do that for your clients on realtor.com, only on realtor.com. So look at it. Look at this guy, Tyler. He's looking like a rock star on all of his different platforms, right? And then at the very end, he's like, hey, you've seen the results. Now let's create yours. Contact me. So who thinks these listing presentations are pretty solid? Like, would it be useful to have a listing presentation like this in your life, where you're gathering all the best assets of your experience, of your digital presence, of your like solid rock star online brand? Like,
and Tyler even has his custom testimonials in there that you were talking about, Alex.
Oh, nice. Look, we even take like the ones that he just got texted, right? So if you don't have them online, you can just do the texted ones. So let's go back here for a second. So what's your biggest takeaway so far? Let me know in the chat. There's 152 of you on the call. Let me know what you're learning. What's your biggest takeaway so far? Stacy's like, how much is it? We're going to get to that, Stacy, if you need help with that. We just want to show you all how it can be done, how it should be done, what it could look like if you actually leverage this. And of course, we're going to offer you the opportunity to work with Isha and put together your listing presentation the way that you would like it. Yeah, Denise is like, to pay Isha or someone to do all of this. So much I learned, a lot of updating. How many pages should it be? Kind of the outline that we gave you, like I think like 15 to 20 slides. When I do a presentation for investors, they want 16 slides, right? And investors, they give me 3 minutes to present. So if you're 16 slides, 20 slides, like that's a good spot. Ari says, consolidate all my marketing material into a nicely laid out slideshow. It's good to have another person's input. It's well worth it. All right, so check this out, everybody. This is what we did for Ron and Andrea Gills. I'm not going to, I can go through this whole presentation, but notice how each one is unique, right? It's your data, it's your homes.com, it's your Zillow profile, all of that. And let's go here. This is one we did for Sherry Alexander. She's at leading real estate companies of the world with Counts Real Estate. Tyler O'Neill, Julie Walsh at Coldwell Banker. She's a President's Circle agent. This is Matthew at Realty One Group. These are all the different presentations we've built for real estate professionals. So Isha has gone through and customized for each and every one of them. So how many of you on the call would want Isha to build your listing presentation? Stacy says me. Stacy Grant says me. Tanya says me. I do. Sign me up. And how many of you? Yeah, yes, the cost. So let me show you what's included here, okay? Just so you're clear. We're giving you the intro. We're going to create the intro slides. We're going to do the about me slides. We're going to do the designations and specialization slide, the track record, the Zillow, Realtor, Homes.com slide, the digital marketing expert slide, the digital presence slide, the social media exposure slide, Google exposure, reputation, up to 5 testimonials, digital card, QR, and a closing slide. And we do 1 round of professional edits, right? But we pretty much know what we're doing here at this point. We've done a lot of them. And the total value is $997. We're offering this for just $397, just a one-time fee. We're kind of doing this as a favor to you all because we want you to have a listing presentation and present yourself in a powerful way. And what's nice about this is you can put this on your digital card. You can put this on your website. You can use it to text it to people that you meet. Say, hey, check out my marketing presentation. So it's a one-time investment of $399, and we do everything. You'll work directly with Isha. She will set everything up for you. So if you're interested in that, text the letters LP to this number. We're also going to put the link in the chat. Sherry says, if we do this, should we get new pictures? It would be good to have a headshot, but we can use what you have and then swap it out if need be. So we put the link in the chat for those of you that need this in your life. How many of you on the call need somebody to do it? And how many of you on the call are like, no, I can do this myself? Let me know. And you do get the originals. Yes. So we give you the file once we're done. Awesome. So we've got a lot of people that said, I need help. Some people say I can do this. Perfect.
Yeah, you'll get the editable link and a public view link and a PDF.
So if you're an existing client, yeah, Rodney's like, are you kidding? You make it so reasonable. Why would I waste my time doing it myself? That's kind of the point, Rodney, is like, we just know how efficient we are at designing this stuff, that if I left this in the hands of an agent who's busy working with their clients all the time to go do all the screenshots, do all the edits, make it all nicey nice, it would take you way too much time. If your time is worth, I think all of you should be charging at least $500 to $1,000 to $1,500 an hour. So, I mean, if this would take you 1 hour, okay, do it yourself. But for most of you, it would take multiple hours. So then you should not do it yourself. If you're a current client, text us and say this. Boom, boom, boom. Where is it, Mario? Oh, here we go. I approve the $397 charge for my listing presentation. Text the number if you're an existing client. If you're not an existing client, you can click on the link that Mario's going to put in the chat right now. You can only do 20 though, just to be clear, because it's only Isha doing these right now. She has a little bit of help, but we only have 20 that we can take on per month. So the first 20 people that text in, we can do this for you. So I did see Robin texted in. You got one of them. Barbara texted in. Tanya texted in. Jennifer, Stacy. So 1, 2, 3. How long does it take, Isha?
How long does it take to create the listing presentation?
Yeah.
I would say at least an hour or two.
Yeah. And how long does it take for them to receive it?
Oh, to receive it. I did put a timeline in there. Once they complete the onboarding form of all their information, it should only take a week to 2 weeks, I would say.
There you go. So a week or 2 weeks, you can have it within a month for sure. Maura is asking, is it a month or more? So we have Robin, Tanya 2, Stacy 3, Diana 4, Barbara 5.
The sooner the onboarding form is completed,
6.
the sooner we can create it for you.
Tammy 7, Sherry 8, Jennifer 9, Amalphus 10, Terry Gordon 11, Denise 12, Amy 13, Keithon 14, 15 is Diana, Stacy, Sam 17, Mike 18, Scott 19. That was fast. Yeah, a lot of people need help with this, right?
And for those folks who are going to be watching the replay, Alex, by the way, I got a huge percentage of folks that actually cannot make it today. Some folks are going to be asking about the replay. This is available on our YouTube channel. So if you're watching this on YouTube channel, the offer stands. That's the good news. But it is first come, first serve. How soon do you want it? Depends how soon you send the request or you make the order via the link. Obviously, time is not going to be instant. We do it as quickly as we can, but definitely the sooner you send your request, then you take precedence over the people that order after.
Yep, Barbara, we got you. I saw you in there. Mary Pet, we got you. And Miriam, we do have your listing presentation. So can you make sure, Isha, that she ordered it before? We did send it to her. I remember that. But if you could send it to her again, Miriam Rosa.
Okay.
And David
Miriam,
Kasum,
just let me know which email is best to reach out to you.
Yeah, and David Kasum, please text text that 7 approval note to our 516-400-4161.
All right, so I'm just going to read off the names just to make sure everybody's clear here. We got Terry, we got Mary Case, we got Matt, Walmo, Betty Jean, Charlotte. Just let us know if you're for sure. I know you don't have a Google business. You don't need it to do it. We can add it later, but just let us know. Say I approve the 397. We have Scott, we have Mike, Sam Holmes, Stacy Matsuda, Diane Bruner, Keithon Kopening, Amy Kuber, Denise Venturelli, Terry Gordon, Amalphus Rodriguez, Jennifer Moore, Sherry McNary, Tammy Strickland, Barbara Sweeney, Tanya Martinez, Robin Ziegler, Jeanette, Rod. Let us know. We just need something that says I approve if you're into that. We just see that you texted LP. If you just texted LP, just make sure you text us, I approve the 397 charge. For those of you that are not clients and you want this, if you could put the link one more time. For those of you that are going to do it on your own, use the structure we're giving you. I recommend it. It's working really well for our clients. And you do have the replay on YouTube. Any questions? I see Wendy just added in and David Kissoon and Rosemary as well. Terry, yes, we can get, Mario, can you get in touch with Terry about her funnel? She's asking about her funnel.
Definitely. Yeah. You should already be in our emails. You should already be in communication. You have us available for you at all times. And Alex, I know you're going to leave soon, but for those of you who are still in the process of securing your listing presentation, remember, if you're already an active client, you just send a text authorizing us to process the credit card and you already get the welcome call and begin to work with Isha. If you do not have an account with us yet, but you do want to get the listing presentation, then we're going to provide you the QR code, which you're seeing on your screen. You scan it out, takes you to the order form. And Alex, can we just guide them step by step on how they go about ordering online?
Yeah, so if you're ordering online, you can text LP. If you're not an existing client and you're not texting in, you can text LP to this phone number or scan the QR code or click on the link in the chat. And then I'm just going to give you the steps. So once you do that, you're going to get an onboarding form. That's going to ask us for the information that Isha needs in order to complete your listing presentation. You'll also receive a welcome email, and then she will be in touch with you via text because you're on our texting platform if she has any questions in creating it with you. And then she will, how do you deliver it? Do you deliver it on the text as well?
I deliver it through both text and email.
Perfect. All right. And yeah, here's perfect breakdown of what we do. We've got this pretty much in a really nice process right now. So once you purchase, either texting or clicking on the link in the chat, Mario, put that link one more time in the chat for everybody, just so it's at the bottom of the chat. Then we go through the onboarding form, and then she designs it. She sends it to you for review, and then we deliver it. The full presentations, we include one round of edits. So you do get one round of edits. If you need minor edits after that, it's $47 for minor edits. And if you need a full 1 hour edit session, like you really, really want to go custom with this thing, then Isha can do that for 90 cents per hour. But we were able to pretty much cover it on the first run. All right.
Those of you who are clients,
can you provide an escalated ticket form for Jennifer, for anybody that needs some escalated support?
Absolutely.
I got to hop off to my next meeting. Everybody, thank you. I'm glad that a lot of you are taking advantage. I know you're in amazing hands with Isha. She's done over 50 of these. The clients love them. They've been giving us testimonials. You do get the edit included. So keep in touch with us. And for those of you doing it on your own, watch the replay, follow the structure. We get it. You know, sometimes people would prefer to spend time versus money. I'd rather spend money versus time guy myself at this point in my life, but it's all up to you. We're here to help you either way. And I'm glad a lot of people took advantage. Isha, Mario, take over from here, and we'll see you all next Friday.
Okay, that sounds good. Thanks, Alex. Everyone, send your love to Alex. We're staying with you, Isha and I, for a couple more minutes. Want to make sure that everyone here that's still interested, you want to secure your spot for the listing presentation, you get to do that. Okay, we don't want to leave anyone behind. If you're on the YouTube channel, once again, I'm going to show you the QR code. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger to make it easier.
Barbara, I saw you said in there, what do you call minor edits? It really is customized to the presentation. If it's just changing some simple information or contact info, those would be minor edits.
Let us know if that answers your question. Minor edits, changing your location, updating a name, adding an additional certification versus an entire color change or a brand new logo or an entire feel of the entire Canva listing presentation, that would be a major edit. And that's something we discuss on per hour, depending on the length of the work.
Exactly. And Miriam, I did send you the listing presentation that you got from last year through your email. So you should have gotten that through there.
Okay, perfect. We still have some folks here in the chat. Let us know what other questions you have. Okay, the replays. Let's see, Rosemary. Those of you who request the replays, now is the perfect time. I'm going to share with you all the link to join our YouTube channel, where you're going to see all of the past presentations, and you'll be able to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you'll be updated for all the future replays, all the future videos. So I'll be updating that shortly.
Just put it there in the chat for our YouTube channel.
Oh, even better. Okay, perfect. Thank you. And Isha, were there any other examples you wanted to share, quality or amazing looking listing presentations, just so that we could showcase with everyone?
Yeah, we can show the team one if you want. I've gotten a lot of scenarios where people want to do a team listing presentation and kind of had to accommodate, but it was really fun and really being able to put something together. For a team, usually it's a team of two, but we do have an example there in the deck, Mario, if you want to share that one. We really have done.
Which slide is it?
Scroll back to where the presentations were, right there.
Okay.
So Ron and Andrea, that's a good one. If you press on the photo, it'll bring you to the public view link. And we've really done customizations with fonts, with logos, with brand colors to really make it match your branding. So it's really fully customizable. Yes, Fred, I can resend you your listing presentation. Just let me know which email is best for you, and I can send it through there.
What was the feedback you received from these clients?
From Ron and Andrea, they loved it. We did do the run of edits to make sure it was a team one, because we did just Andrea first, but they loved the presentation. Honestly, got a lot of positive feedback from all our clients, so that makes me happy.
Okay, great question. So regarding those folks who are having an issue with the entering your credit card for payment, I'm going to give you the support form. Just send a request to our support team and say, hi, I'd like to get the listing presentation I saw on the webinar on November, and they'll take care of you. They'll go inside your account, set it all up, and you'll be welcomed in. So that's for everyone that's having any issues with your emails to place the order. And then Isha, I think this is a good one for you from Tim. How do I add my presentation to my business card?
You would want to add it as a menu link, Tim. So if you edit on your Instacart and go to the menu options, you'll be able to add the public view link in there. If you need the public view link, Tim, let me know and I can send it to you.
And by the way, that's an excellent idea. All of you who are clients and you do use the Instacart, that is an incredible tool. Anytime you have something new that you're utilizing, such as your listing presentation, very simple. You just click on the menu. Oh, let's go over my presentation right now. Boom, right from your phone, or boom, right from your iPad. Saving
Perfect.
time.
I'll send you the link now.
Isha, that's another good question for you from Barbara. Do you also do buyer presentations?
Not currently, no.
All right, thank you. Okay, any other ones we can showcase that you recommend?
I like Julie's a lot. Julie's was very customized. She really wanted to show up as a luxury agent. So it's that blue one there, page 25.
The blue one. All right, let's go check out her LP.
Tim, I just sent you the public view link. So that would be a link you'd want to pop into your Instacart.
Okay, what can you say about this one?
I can scroll through this one real quick. Julie actually has her own listing presentation, but she wanted to try it with us, and we really made it customized to that kind of luxury feel with the fonts and the gold and blue, and really just showcasing. She even had some videos of properties, and she's like, I really want to use these. And I was like, great, we can so use them, and we popped them in there for her. So yeah, you can see here a lot more customization to really showcase what you have. I even had another client who had done YouTube videos a long time ago with an editor. She's like, I haven't even posted these on YouTube. And I was like, put it in your listing presentation, and it looks great.
Well, that's another thing we didn't mention, that it is compatible with videos.
Yeah, videos are optional. Not everyone has them, but if you do, I definitely recommend showcasing them, and we can showcase them in the best way possible.
Amazing. And let me answer that question too there. Donald, all you got to do is send your request to support. There's the link. All right, we're about to end this amazing training. If you're on YouTube, you can always rewind. You can always watch it again. You can send us a text if you have any questions to our community text. And you still have openings. If there's anyone else that needs help in order to secure your listing presentation, let us know in the chat. I'm going to put in the link one more time. And let's see. Okay, good. And then I have somebody that says they're really lost. Let me see. What are they saying there? With the dashboard for my funnel, we are scheduled for Tuesday. Will you be helping with that cost? Okay, Tammy, yes, but Tammy, this presentation is about the listing presentation. Let's stick to the subject for today. Feel free to text me directly. If you don't have my number, let me know. I can provide it to you, okay? And let me just finish it up with this listing presentation. All right. Okay, that's a good question too. If you already purchased and you're not seeing it on your dashboard, Amy, go ahead and send us a message to support. Is this item supposed to be shown in the dashboard, Isha? No,
No,
correct?
no, it's not.
Okay,
You will
good.
receive a welcome email that you purchased and also a welcome email from me to start the process and fill out your onboarding form. And you should receive that from this email. I'm going to put it here in the chat for everyone, just in case if you did purchase, I would recommend whitelisting this email as soon as possible. And that way you can have all the emails from me come in.
What is the email address once more?
I'm going to put it there in the chat.
Okay, great. Okay, excellent. I'm going to run through the order process one more time, and then we're going to thank you. We welcome you, those of you who are taking action. Let me check so far how many folks came to the listing presentation club. Let me just check with my system. Okay, as of what I have here is 19 folks confirmed, plus the folks that use their credit card. So we've had over 25. So this is great. Thanks to all of you for your commitment. Remember, we will be doing this every Friday. We thank you again for being such amazing raving fans, for always being here, for giving us great feedback, for growing with us. We look forward to seeing you on the next level. We look forward to seeing you at a next conference. And without further ado, any last things you want to say, Isha?
No, I think good. If anyone has any questions, feel free to submit that support ticket and we'll be able to help you out there.
Thank you so much. And remember, this is the phone number to text. If you have any questions, any issues, we will stay in touch. The webinar is ending now, but we can remain in communication via this text or via our support line. Thank you once again, everyone. Have an incredible Friday.
Thank you.
Incredible weekend.
I'm excited to build all of your
All
cameras
right.
and presentations. See you guys.
Okay, thank you so much. Bye-bye.